woman voice we they bring out. Now we alright for the truth. Now that 3.9.
Listen to Truth Radio 103.9 FM, live from Freetown. That's who the last.
Indeed, Kusha and Cabo listeners, and welcome to another series of the Truth Evening Talk program where we come to you live on 103.9 FM with me, Nafisa Tola and Kadi. If you don't know your radio set, you can also catch me live on Facebook at Truth Media or YouTube channel as well. As usual, this program always there for inform, educate, and entertain you as well. And today we talk about something really serious, something where now the lifeline of most young people, I can say. Today we'll talk about business, and not only business, but we'll talk about cultivating the necessary skills. What's not the thing then where we for nurture, for grow, where necessary for make like young people able to succeed in business. And for talk this talk today, I get two young people with me at the studio where they excel in their own business them, and I believe saying that they're the right person them for can unpack this discuss, for can talk about this topic. Because if they don't thrive in waiting they do, I believe say yes, then go able for tell me say na so I for do, na this I for do, for make I reach certain points, maybe or certain peak in the business I do, or even if I don't even start a business I might want to because I don't get maybe insights from them. Today at the studio I get with me Mohamed Senesi, the Human Resource Manager and Administrative Manager now Watu Sierra Leone Limited, joined by Kai Pengusakwi, the Marketing Manager now Icona London. Today we're going for talk boku business. Kai, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Mr. Senesi, welcome to the program. But before we go to guest them, we would like for get voices on the street, especially young people them. Waiting at their own thoughts, waiting at their own opinions, waiting at their views, waiting at their perspective on how to cultivate the necessary skills for able to sustain or build a business. We will get the audio now.
With how people they use their skills for succeed from business one, you can do tailoring. Tailoring is one of the best way where you able use your skill for do business. Open a small shop, you can even then you start up a business, this online business, create a group, so some of two, three things them and snap and share them in your group. At least gradually you develop a business or you make them ready to wear also business there where you can able make online back, sell buy wholesales and sell retails. You get it small online through TikTok, WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn, based on apps the way you will get.
My name Fabian Alice Emilia Blaima, a small business owner. I sell perfume oil, I sell perfumes, and I sell slippers. Well, I started this business inside July last year. I start with 2,000. It's just an example I'm giving. I start with 2,000 perfume oil. But the key things per business are consistency. You get. I share my own story so that other business people, the small business people that out there, could get determination for know and forget enlighten on how to start up a business and how to be consistent with a business. Business is all about consistency. You get consistency is the key. And yes, a businesswoman, because me at times I be ashamed before I start this business here. But I stop for shame. I start for open up to people. I start for advertise my business. And when you get the determination for do business, like if they go far, make nobody not tell my life. And they go far, determination, consistency, and key things then we not just a key things and they will go make you prosper by your business. You get. So yes. I become consistent in what I do. I always advertise my business. Always at the post on social media handle. I'm not saying bad say once a person go buy to me. I will not get the hesitation as a young person for start business. Begin get doubt say, I know to get sell, I know to get visibility. Nah, we don't begin talk things then they put negative energy by your business or by your business idea. Now one thing will make you fall or go down. But you having the faith say, when I start this business here, people when they buy to me, they get my determination, they get my motivation say anything I start now this life or anything I start as business in the go. But you're making it like having doubtful thought of your business. Now, once they bring your business done. So, yeah, Nanandi. Then, are the key advices out there to young people, them like young businesswomen or small business owners, them out there say, not give up. Yes, at times it can be rocky, it can be stormy, things can rust, even sometimes I can don't give up. But nah, just be that person, be determined, be consistent, and consistency pays a lot. It pays.
A person don't talk about consistency. They try to motivate people that when it comes to starting a business, someone they talk about determination. You got to be determined if you want to become a successful entrepreneur. I believe that determination key and resilience as well. Because if you're resilient, you're consistent in what you do, I believe say success will come out of them. You go use something positive, something fruitful. Now, Salonia in particular, we see young people and they try to start up a business. Most people they do small business. Even now we they see online. Some they do thrift business online. They snap, they post. Some they put in WhatsApp status. Different types. Some they sell jewelry. Some they sell clothes. Some they sell small cosmetic. They no more. But then in a business and then they try for do something. Then and some people then get certain skills they already use for make them business go. But not to make we talk about that and more today. And that's all I see. Plenty people get the mindset say yes, I want to be my own boss. I want to start up something where we for contribute to the human capital development. I want for employ other people then. I want for be independent. I want for stand on my own. So today we can know what's not anything in there we need. For getting skills then there for make we able to succeed in business. And with that, I will start with Mr. Senesi. Welcome again. I would like for me to tell me your understanding by business skills. What do business skills mean to you?
Thank you very much, Nafisatu, and good evening to listeners out there. So, as somebody we don't be a founder of several businesses across the country, starting from Sierra Leone Charo, Job City Sierra Leone, and also a community-based organization. I get wealth of experience in starting a business and what it entails. I can tell you this for Sierra Leonean concept. When you talk about business, people mostly they look at money. Not that many people they look at, but there are a lot of things where entails in business, we not to pass money, because we don't see situations wherein people get money, then come and then they invest. They don't get structures. They don't get systems in place. At the end of the day, then we later struggle for ensure say they're able to make the profit actually where they want for make. And again, Nasirado, I can tell people this. We not get talent challenge. We get young people with brilliant ideas. You attend programs. You know, sometimes when I can get one-on-one engagement with people as a child and a business coach, when you ask people, you go hear brilliant ideas from these people. But mostly, how these people for push these ideas, not the problem that. Yes, money is a challenge, but there are times they can provide fundings for these young people there. But how then we will manage these fundings, then a few of the challenges that we then can get. So I believe that this program come at the right time. For we are engaged together, we don't get the experience. We don't pass through this journey for tell young people them exactly what they need for no. So you talk about consistency a few minutes ago. You know, mostly you can see young people them can rush into business. For example, you will see sometimes salary sell this, they make profits, and you self decide say you need for go into this. But you can forget the part say, Saleh, don't be patient. Saleh, don't be dedicated. Saleh, don't be committed to exactly what they do for them to be able to reach at that point they reach. So mostly you get young people when they can go into business, the thing we can in their mind is I make money, I live that lifestyle I want for live, I buy a vehicle, rent a very big apartment, and then live some kind of a lavish lifestyle. But when you go into the business, and when they can go into the business, they're not able to see that part there. And then there comes the problem where they can get. There comes the challenge. So that level of consistency that so many young people they lack. For ensure say they will prioritize exactly what they for prioritize at a specific time where they need them. And the next thing again, I can tell you, communication is a very, very important thing in business. You know, I always don't tell young people them this. You can get an idea. Your idea can only be valued when you're able to communicate this idea out to people. You're able to explain to people and waiting exactly the idea where you get. Because if you just get this idea and then you to yourself, you don't get people who they tell and people who will come in, customers who will believe in you, and then there is nothing. And this communication, God forbid, you will convince people out there. You will stand in front of people, you convince them, tell them, say, this is my idea, and then buy into the idea, and they're ready for invest. And as well as you will sit down again and write again and ensure say people read and understand exactly the pathway you want for create for that your business day. So we talk about again human resource. Me, a human resource professional, I can't talk without talking about human resource. I can tell people this: there is no business where they survive without personnel. There is no business where they survive without people. And then one big challenge where many young people they get out there. You know, when you start a business, when we talk about systems at times, people can just think, say, now when you go out there, you can't expect it and can't build big systems there for you, and then you see how best you're able to establish them, but that is not the case. You know, sometimes these are basic systems. You recruit people, them, wait for can work for you. They're able to understand the roles them. They're able to understand the responsibilities, the they're supposed to do. Because imagine I get me business, I get two people, I just come to Nasura, can work for me. You know, these people, there are times they go rule mismatch. They don't go know anything for do. And by the time you know, things don't go wrong. And then the business run at a loss where you might not able to control at the end of the day.
Okay, thank you very much. So your idea of business skills, necessarily in summary, you say communication one, talk about consistency, then also when you want to start up a business, it's not all about profit making no more, go be the sole goal. It's about building structures, about creating that kind of legacy we will last. To you, Mr. Pengusakwe, you get that name there. How you would best describe business skills for young people?
All right. First off, let us say thank you very much for such this opportunity for we able to sit down here and discuss something that is very much vital for we society, and as well as look at reasons, look at challenges, identify problems that we are facing today in this business ecosystem. So to move to that, in fact, for where you go into business, some people they can define business and say buying and selling of goods. When me say I see this thing, I buy them, me say go, I sell them, I get me own profits. When we look at again other concept of what we look at entrepreneurship, where most time we can look at as a business, but there are a series of dichotomies. Being an entrepreneur and being a business person. So being a business person, there are skills that you should have. Being an entrepreneur, there are skills that you should have. But the two, they share one common different, how can I say, relationship when a viable idea. When you look at the viability of idea in our society today, that is actually what is lack. But how can we look at viability? Viability simply means, say, in business, you get for identify problems in our society where be able to address people their needs in which sense. For instance, within our community, with a face water problem, then somebody comes in and address that water problem there. Then you see, we get 10 5-gallon or 1 tank. For that you can get, they pay 1 load or 2 load. Logically, it don't address problem in our society. But out of that, the person make profits, which he in them address. So when we look at all of that, there are skills which we forget as a business person. The first one is innovative idea, having an how can I say, an analytic thinking mind. For you to carry something in society where society needs, because business is not only about you. Entrepreneurship, as we say, is not about you. It is about society, addressing pains in society, which people they go through. Now you prefer solution to. So in having that, you need a knowledge based. When you have knowledge about what you are doing and what you want, that comes in to make it fit in society. And I am going to make you able to address that particular thing where society want. So in holistic terms, when you look at routine, the skills needed for somebody to thrive in this corporate landscape or business landscape, number one, if you're able to get a good idea, where the help will help address problem of society. Number two, of course, we always look at finance or capital. Of course, capital, we can't rule it out in anything. What will they do? It may not be too much. It may not be small. It all depends the business idea where you get. And also, the skill of identifying if there is a market space for this particular idea where they come up with. It's also a skill. We don't see where they hire professionals when they come for look at the market, for see that if this particular idea it can able sustain in this market space. So it's also a skill where we need forget. Also, not only establishing the business or executing the business idea, that is not only that. You also need a skill to call a good human relationship building. Women say, how can you network with society? For ensure say the idea we come with, the product we get, the services we you get, for you to sell them out and reach out to the right people. So in summary, like I said, number one, you need what we call innovative idea. Innovative idea means say idea where they address problem in society. Number two, I talk about again the market space. You get for try as much as you can for identify the market space for let your business able to survive. And number three, you need knowledge. You can root knowledge out of that. And number four, I spoke about what we call the finance. You can rule finance out of anything. What would you do? It could be plenty, it could be small. It all depends the scale of the business where you try for establish.
Mr. Aprendisaku, you speak like from an economist's point of view. I really enjoy the talk, you know. You don't already summarize some ways and give summary of you saying forget sober business skills for those sober business. You get for know, identify problems then within our society or your community per se, try for solve them problem they be a solution finder, a way maker. Now I think saying that the best thing for make you excel and able for make people able for identify you. You understand? You get something like a niche where people are going to say, yeah, this person, this is they do. I don't think I make you understand that. Yeah. So you mentioned different types of business skills, the way you describe business skills. So let me say, for instance, if you get a skill of preference, you get, let me say, you get a table where you prefer, like, what do you feel are the most important business skill a person forget? I know we would like to say the other one, they're not necessary, but what are the most necessary one that a person really need, they're not able to do without when you want to start up a business.
All right. Among the many things I mentioned, I think if I am to give preference, if I look at all of that, I will look at having a creative skills. Because before and after you don't start a business, you still need a creative mind. You still need a creative thinking for able give to people what in actually society needs. And also for you able to get the idea, that particular idea there, for understand say society needs this particular idea there, you need innovative and creative mindset. So creativity, wherever there is lack of creativity, it is very difficult for that business to able to thrive. You see now salon today in our ecosystem, so many times we've seen businesses only able to move. Like for instance, if I can mention international business, we look at BlackBerry. So they early 2000s on to 2007, around that era, people really go in more for BlackBerry because by then it was among and might not be the most advanced mobile phone that people they use. But come to the emergence of Apple, Samsung, when it comes to creativity, you see what happened to Apple, what happened to BlackBerry, enable compete. So for you to compete in the business landscape, you need creativity. For you to have a very good business in any market space, you need creativity. Because every day businesses are coming. When you don't establish, you get somebody who's you and back to watch you. All of the problems we get, your weaknesses, and get for take them, and put on your creative perspective. Then you launch a business. That is more of the reason so many businesses in can die. Lack of creativity and innovative minds.
Okay, Kai. So for you, what's prominent, what is standard, being creativity. If you know be creative, I believe say like how you talk on more business will die down. You know before continue, maybe how you start you go fall because you're not creative.
Yeah, sure.
And the one way we go now something wait transit, you know wait for nobody. Time no they wait for nobody, it just they go. And how time they go now, so things then they evolve, things then they change. And now so trends then they change as well. So it depends to you now for be able to match waiting the trend now and waiting I able for do now at this particular time, waiting I have to do for match up waiting I want, or waiting maybe customers they need, waiting the market wants, waiting the trend. And so for you, Mr. Senesi, for you, what are the most important business skill, you know? Which one prominent among the one that we list? Which one if you say you really stand out if you want to cultivate a very good business as a young person way to go up?
You know, as I mentioned earlier, all the skills that we don't mention, they are all very, very important. And for me, I can always tell people, when you go into business, you need to get financial knowledge. You know, many businesses, they fail out there, not because they need to make profit, but because they don't get systems on how to manage them finances. You know, I remember a few years ago, I know somebody where I did do a consultancy service for, where we provide services for. He come, he get money, come out overseas, and then he look at the idea of establishing fuel stations all across the country. But I can always tell people, it is not about expanding or getting control over your expansion are the most important thing. So this individual come, you know, you open these fuel stations and they can see them. At the end of the day, you don't get that kind of control over all the stations that we open across the country. Yes, the person get the money, he gets the innovative idea on how to start this business. But because he not been get the financial knowledge, or now for separate in personal money when they get for himself and the business funds when they make, it been get for struggle a lot. And that is one thing plenty people they undergo currently out there. You see your color riders. You see plenty other people, and when you get engagement with these people, you get discussions with them, then go tell you, I they make 1,000 a day, I they make 1,500 a day. But in a month's time, you ask them, where this money go? They cannot explain. There's no possibility for them to explain this to you. So at the end of the day, if you're able to sit down and get a system on your own, where for example, this money they come in, and this I go use up on my expenses, now me profit this, and then I may loss this. You're not able to succeed in business. It will be very difficult for you to succeed in business. And the thing is, for create some of those systems there, it's not too difficult. Many times when you talk about systems, financial systems, or individuals having systems in business, people go think that you work out somebody from Harvard for can create a system for you. No. You can get a simple book. You can go to shops, you see full of people and other people across, then get books. If I sell to a person, it will take note of what you don't sell to this person. If not dating it to somebody, you will write them down. At the end of the day, if you want for check, you will know exactly what you sell for the day, what you remain at store, and what you loan out to people. For example, meaning, I get a business tire, I don't know anything that they get out to people. I don't know anything that they sell. I can't make any, I'm not going to make any viable decision in that kind of business. Yeah. I don't know if anything will happen. The business going for fail. And that is the result of many businesses out there where young people they create.
So if you listen, we don't get one when creativity for a business thrive. As a young person, creativity is something to make your business thrive. You being creative as trends the change. Second one, I forget financial knowledge. Now from where you manage your money, the money with the car inside, the money with the commons nado. If you just join this now, the Truth Evening Talk on 103.9 FM with me, Nafisa Tola and Kadin. You can join in or chip in the conversation by sending a short code to the number 239, and also for comments now with Facebook Live. As I say earlier, I would not mention anything like discipline. So I would like to comment on discipline when it comes to business, because you see certain people, it's let me say it's a stereotype now. Then you say certain particular people in the area before say, even if they want eat, they not will eat because they don't want for take part in business. While some people in the any half profit we get or any half money we make by this particular business, you don't take the profit, you don't go buy that, you don't do this, instead of maybe expand or do something with them. So I want to make a comment on discipline when you do a business, because I believe discipline play a key role when it comes to whether starting up a business or maintaining a business. So we will start with you, Mr. Kai.
All right. First off, human life of itself, all of us, whether you get to do with business, whether you get to do with your personal lives, whether it has to do with any facet of life, demands or discipline. Wherever there is lack of discipline, there is always some sense of lackadaisical and that sense of lavish living. Yeah, discipline in business, it is also key, very, very key in business, because discipline, it is not something that is easy to do. I can only describe it as something that has to do with a sacrifice. I want to do this. I have the pleasure for now to do it, but because of the bigger picture I am looking at, I decided to leave all of those things and look at the future, what the future holds. So discipline in business and get a key role for player, span for proper financial management. Of course, discipline and get a role for play there. Spans from managing the human resource within the framework of your business. Discipline has a role to play in that. Spans from time management within the company, when you have to talk about meetings, you have to talk about your staff or your colleagues or your friends coming to work at the exact time. Discipline has a role to play in all of that. Even the sense of your eating habits within the framework of your savings. Discipline has a role to play in all of that. So, Motaman, all of us, discipline in cover we all. like Vusi Tembekuwayo, one of famous public speaker and a serial entrepreneur in South Africa. He always say, society, we don't overvalue motivation over discipline. What I mean say, we dey talk about motivation more than discipline. And for let somebody move forward, you need discipline. Motivation, of course, and go for get you going, the struggle way they face. But when it comes to sustainability, there comes in proper discipline. We have seen companies over the years to make them fail. When you go through proper research, will tell you say there was mismanagement, and that sense of mismanagement has to call lack of proper discipline. Yeah. So in summary, in actual sense, discipline it spans all facets of life, in terms of business now, personal life now, everything at governance level, everything. Discipline has a role to play.
So how about you, Mr. Senesi?
For me, I believe discipline are the engine room for every business person. You know, I can tell you this, growing up in a society in the eastern part of Freetown, I get a simple scenario where I give you, where you see discipline, the importance of discipline. You know, there were two different shops then, they sell almost the same things, and there was a particular shop, at any time you go, the owner of this shop is shop lock. Because you don't get the level of discipline, waking up every morning, come sit down at shop, you open the shop, and then people come by. And there was another one at the side of the road, always every morning you wake up in a shop. It's very effective, any to a online shop, you run, go turn, and go back and come. So this individual now been they close, it been a very open space where people they go by. You know, at any time, like picking the grab up, when I send you say, well, go to that shop, you lock, the person you know they go to the other shop. So it can become like a tradition now the entire community. As I said, when you go by something, you don't even go to a branch at a party, because you always know say that individually not the. Wow. You go to the person with it. So you see that level of discipline in that person. They do the same business. They run the same business. But because the other person in discipline and know exactly what they do, and succeed in what they do. So discipline is very important. And you can't succeed in business without you being disciplined. Financially, without you saying, I separate me business money from my personal money where I make. I separate my family issues from my business. Because most time that is where the problem mostly can lie with people. For example, if I know that my uncle get this business, I can want to take advantage of, and there are a lot of people who face some of them challenges. But it only gets that level of discipline in people for the able and chassis. You manage your business well without interruption of family, without you getting involved in the finances and the profit where you make. Because people need to trust you. And it's only when you display that level of discipline and people trust you and your business excel.
Let's talk about resilience. Now, but talk just about you being resilient. Let's say, for instance, I try to do business. Me, a young person, I try to do business out there, but I get a lot of setbacks. When I start, I fail. When I start, I fail. When I try to continue, I fail. What's the message we get for that kind of person?
For challenges in business, they are normal. In fact, life at a whole, we get challenges we face in life. You know, I started business at the Terra University. You know, I spend a lot of money in this business, and I don't know if I fail. And one thing, what you fail in, you get lessons where you learn from where you fail. You get things that you learn from that. So through that failure, there are later notice there were steps where I miss, where I need to overcome those steps today. So failure no means you really do things right. In fact, I always applaud people when they try. So these challenges, you need to be consistent. You need to ensure there are challenges, you come, you overcome these challenges, and then you proceed ahead and ensure it. Because when you get a clear vision, not only somebody will get vision and able to overcome challenges. You get a vision, you don't know at that point say now I want to go. Challenges not go pin you back. Challenges not go hold you back. You just need to ensure you continue pushing. You be consistent. You be committed and dedicated to what you want to do. And then that is the only way you will achieve them.
So you say even if I follow me grab, I will stick to the goal. I will keep my eyes on the goal, irrespective of whatsoever will life throw at me course, I try to succeed. I get a particular vision, I get a particular goal where I want to achieve, even if I follow and grab, I forgot continue for grab, even if I follow.
Yes.
Plenty time. So how about you, Mr. Pengusakwe? What you would say to person with struggle, where they get setbacks, where they get challenges, where they fail, where you want to start back, they fail, you want to start back as well?
All right. Thank you very much. And, I honestly give credit to my colleague here. All routine in say they are apt and they are also they fit the context of every business person, every individual that wants to come to the business landscape, the corporate society. There are things where you should, if you don't conscript them in you, if you don't be part of you, before they actually come in. But if I can always reference my mentor because he's a mentor to me. Vuziki always say every businessman now 2 times now you always they happy. After then 2 times and they're very difficult to make you happy. The day where you get your money for starting for sponsor your project, you're happy that day. Then the day where they launch your business, officially don't launch your business day. Instead of 2 times then the times that you always they happy. Immediately we don't launch our business, happiness is very difficult for making come in because challenges they always they come up. Challenges always they come up. So it's very, very difficult. So looking at the concept of resilience, courage, consistency, they're all for the part of it will be a human virtues to you. Yeah? Maya Angelou can always say courage are the most important virtue to every human. So without courage you can't be consistent. Without courage you will practice love. You know, they will even do things we're supposed to be doing. Yeah. So, if we can reference so many young entrepreneurs, then whether in Sierra Leone, whether not beyond the boundaries of Salone, we look at we Black brother, what makes so much gains in business than Dangote. People never knew, they've not researched about Dangote quite well, and better understand where he started. Yeah, so man will say Dangote start not being get money, not being get this. No, that is the first story. Yeah, money been there. But the fact is, the man don't fail more than 10 businesses where in start. All the 4 businesses where he start and fail in all. But the fact is, he never gave up. But see, the goal was, I for be a successful businessman, not for be the successful businessman in this particular field. So, but what we see in Sierra Leone, if we don't start this idea so, you know, so you don't do how you fail. You do how you fail. The same idea, you do how you fail, do how you fail. You know that it is not even viable to a society. You can come with an idea where you use, you get profits, but you can support that initial idea you can get before. Like for instance, it may start with a flower factory. It failed. In Selam. After we don't move, it don't get money. The company where you sell and give, and go buy and back. You can push that particular business thing. So you see today, the flower factory is all over the place. So the fact is, the failure, mind forbid the concept. When you fail, you get other idea where you don't write, you can move with that. That is why every businessman, where they move each and every day passes by, whatever good idea will come in your mind, you can take a book, you write them down. There will come a time you will get the capital for sponsor that particular business day. So in summary, I can always say, be courageous to do what you want. Even God self will make we. If you don't face your own challenge, it make some angels not be no singer for can betray the man. Then betray at the end of the day. But you never give up, the path keep on going. So the world is so full of humans, you understand? So people outside there, courage, consistency, and for their part of you.
So we may only take away from that and being courageous, forget courage for the way to do. That might be the voice of Ka Ipengusakwe, the marketing manager in Icona, London. So, Mr. Kai, you get any business where you do personally on your own? If yes, I want to make you share maybe your experiences with setting up the business, challenges, successes. Just snappy one, I'm a brief one. So, because if you do talk, all the advice there will again, because maybe you don't do business and you don't experience. And so, we will learn directly now from you and experience. What you do experience firsthand?
Yes. I did so many businesses where I failed. But the reasons, one of the key reasons were not finance, but because of knowledge gap. Wherever there is knowledge gap, there is very possibility for you to fail. And knowledge gap can span from what brother mentioned, lack of financial skills. It's all very good for every businessman. Also, the market space, so for can establish. If we're not see the business why they come up with, the market will accept it or not. Do we have the audience for it or not? Do we have the people who are able to get the money for buy that particular product or services them or not? So testing the market is very key. So I started with restaurant. I did that. I failed in that, which was hopefully. But the fact is, I never gave up. I started with them call was a syndicate. I called with somebody I called a brother. We give like a 2-month free classes. Behind me, this brother they go every month. They go collect money from the parents.
Wow.
So after the 2 months, I go meet the parents. Now this is a free class. When I start for pay, and the rumors started to come out. So we the pay, the pay. By the time I could come to the play, I asked the guy, I never see him make it on, so I never picture eyes on her. So the parents and he said it's crook. They take them picking them from that place. So that was how it happened. So if I say I mentioned one or two, 3 or 4 business I don't do, there are so many. But the fact is, I know they ever give up the entrepreneurship knowledge, the business idea. For instance, Sierra Leone, I must be mentioned among those who have started business here and they succeeded. And not only at local level, even at a global level. I want to be among them people in there. So that is a always key of creativity and innovation. Because markets now like there's a market now human. The lifespan they change. So if you're not creative, you'll be left out. And competition they can every day. People are influxing into it each and every day. Government they got opportunities for each and every day. We look at the midterm development plan where government come up with all the cluster from cluster 6. They go down. There are opportunities for youth man for entrepreneurship. So if I'm to mention all, there are so many I did, which I failed. But for now, I am also battling with the spy delivery service. You understand? Challenges are coming, but I keep the drive as possible. Say we able to stand.
So now you get spice deliveries. Okay, that's very nice. What me get from what you say is the fact that when you want to start a business, you should be prepared for failure, because I was saying that something inevitable, you're unavoidable. Or if it not even happen to you, just get the mindset say yes, I will hit certain stage where I go forward and go link back up to my back. So now we were ready for Mohamed Senesi, we're a human resource administrative manager now at Sierra Leone Limited. You get any personal business so you do? Okay, you be mentioned say you don't get so many businesses the way you do. You don't do into so many things that you don't do. I just want to make you a brief, give you something brief about your experiences, challenges, successes, something just like how Mr. Kai don't say.
Thank you very much. So I mentioned earlier, apart from working for Watu, Sierra Leone Limited as a HR and admin, I get businesses before even at university level. I start Job City Sierra Leone. I connect young people into opportunities. Post jobs, and then people they see them, and then people they follow me. And then one morning a week, I say, I did do this. And then people they follow me. I think I will make money out of this. And then I start, begin ask friends that are around me for create flowers, help people. But mostly, when you start business, and then you call people for come in and see how best and go assist, the level of mindset where you get about this business, you will hardly find people who get that same mindset. There are times there are people who will think, say, this man they make money, now they eat this money, and they give you part of this money. Not knowing that not just commitment and dedication at the start of the business they put in. I face that challenging. When I will call for meetings, get friends, they will call for meetings, let we discuss this. You can't get nobody will go attend, Mongo Didi. But I don't give up. I still continue for push. There are times people they ask me, where say you get this energy from? Where you push? I say, this is my idea. I believe in this idea, and this idea must succeed. And today I can tell you, even Sierra Leone HR Hub, you go Facebook, you go plenty on different platforms, you go see Sierra Leone HR Hub. Now one of the most popular HR platforms currently. We will advertise job for people, we will call people for training, we will do this for people. So I learned from that, you will get your idea. Now you for be the first person for believing in your idea. If you don't believe in your idea, we get there is no other person out there who will believe in that your idea. Now one thing is we plenty young people for understand. Because many times when you talk about business, when you go seminars, you talk about entrepreneurship, people can always, now the name, the title, and people can always look at. This person as CEO.
Yeah, sweet.
Yes, it's very sweet when you know when they introduce you and they tell you that this person is the CEO and founder of this, it's rosary, it's beautiful for you. But when you come back after that program, then you don't come sit down. You face with reality, and then you go know. For me, I face this. I don't be know nothing but finances. I start for go YouTube. I start for find ways for manage, waiting for do for life to manage my finances. I begin getting knowledge then day. And then at the end of the day, now I see now the business they thrive. We don't do extremely well, but we try we level best. We see we create change, and then we brand visible out there and people know about we brand. So not giving up and then following up exactly. You believing in your idea, you believing in your dream. Now one of the most important things for any business person or entrepreneur out there.
That is a very good one. Believe in yourself in whatsoever you do. You either do try for start up a business or don't really start up a business. The first thing is you believing in your vision. You believing in what you want to create or what you have created, what you don't make. You for believe in your brand, in your name, or whatsoever you get. Believe, I believe in the first thing. If you first will get yourself, like you get the idea, say yes, this go stand, this will happen. Like back up with consistency, resilience. I believe that's a very good thing. A part of a segment of this program we can call we Youth Spotlight. Where we spotlight young people where they do well in society. And because today we talk about business, we talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about how to cultivate the necessary skills for able for build business. We spotlight today now Audra. Audra is a very young entrepreneur lady, where now business developer, and also the mentor small business owners them. They don't work with youth groups, startups, and online business them. And understand what it means for start from scratch, say go which you want to reach. We'll get the spotlight video of Audra, and after that we will come back to the conversation.
Hi, hello. My name na Audra Inga Norman. I'm the owner of Odds Delight. I will be in provision and perfume. Get to know me as a business owner. Make I take you through some behind the scenes of how I can go about for put the orders them together, talk to customers, and do content. Come, let's go.
Odds Delight na one online business where Audra Inga Norman get. The brand they sell plenty kind products they like perfume, provisions, deodorants, and body splashes. The business starts inside 2021, and from then, Odds Delight don't commit for sell original, exotic, and affordable perfumes and provision, wey fit every kind buyer in pocket. The brand self specialize in perfume and provision hampers wey perfect for birthday and anniversary valentine gift. Odds Delight proud say na one of the first brands in the country wey bring the idea of perfume hampers, one unique concept wey don attract customers both inside and outside Freetown.
Even me as a landlady.
This time now, the brand dey accept orders for Valentine perfume hampers with reasonable prices. Audra na hardworking woman and visionary entrepreneur wey get big dreams for become international perfume dealer. The mission simple for make everybody smell fine with affordable price, and e don show say young people can able for use their skills them for do well and improve their business them.
This 2026, there are 3 things the money for the do you vendor. 3 things the way you need for stop for the do you vendor. Number 1 of these things are that you have for them go do delivery to you without delivery fee. As a
Like video, a very funny video, compilation of videos of Audra Inga Norman, where now the CEO of Odds Delight and only do well. The lady actually they make video skits then where relatable to everybody, especially young people and Gen Z then, where you go on for buying business, you go like for watch what you do, maybe something funny, something crazy, or a tutorial, but now in line with your business. So if you just join me, this is the Truth Evening Talk on 103.9 FM, and me will talk na Nafisat online Kadin. You can also watch me now with Facebook Live on Truth Media and with YouTube channel as well. We dey talk about cultivating the necessary skills them. How for grow the necessary skills them for let you able to succeed in business as a young person. And we get today with me at the studio for the past 30 minutes now. We don't two young people don't talk about business skills, how we for use them skills that are, for cultivate, something sustainable, a business we will benefit you. We get today at the studio Mohamed Sanesi and also Kaipeng Sakwi. So we'll continue the discussion with let's talk about technology, digital tools. I believe that we not mention it yet. I believe that something very important in this day and age, given the fact that the world don't go digital. Let's talk about person are the team that if you say which tools there. Let's pull for social media side because yes, so many people they use social media. For instance, I can use them for do TikTok, but what's going to make us stand out? What's going to make us stand out if I use TikTok for maybe marketing, business, advertise? What's going to make us stand out if I use Facebook? Them thing and they tools they want and say person for be, who skills the way person forget digital wise.
Thank you very much. So for me, going digital and then technology currently, the trend of this who and the generation of this who, you can't talk about business. You not talk about that. Possible. As I talk about my own businesses, I start Job City Sierra Leone and then Job Sierra Leone HR Hub. For more than 2 years, I don't get physical office. We don't get physical office. Even for Sierra Leone HR currently, we don't get physical office. We just do online on Facebook and other platforms them for see how best we reach out to people. And in doing this again, as you know again, I get a challenge. Paying graphic designers, they design flyers for me. And then I ask myself, why don't we take advantage of the online tools the way the technological tools the way they do graphics for myself, I do videos for myself, I do this. And then as you know, I begin learn. I go YouTube. I can tell people, YouTube my whole university on its own. There is nothing you go ask YouTube for we not go give. I start. Now I can say there are programs like Canva, there are this, there are that, and then I start for begin do these things for myself. Because even the social media what they use to, you get forgets the idea of captivating people, forget people their attention. You get for able get people their attention. You get for able get if something we will post, my either Facebook, Instagram or even TikTok, where people go no see you don't post something out there, a content out there. So I start this, begin post. I post one. Maybe sometimes I want really likes now I will get, I want comments now I will get, but I never give up. I continue doing it. I even start for doing research. When you want post on Facebook, when you want post on LinkedIn, what's the content there? Sometimes there are data privacy rules them we attach to all them platforms them. The more they go, the more they know that there are a lot of information out there where some of we can just interact with these things somewhere we really don't know what it mean. But I can tell anybody this, any business will fail for go digital and then you end for fail. Let me take this example of again, I can tell you again about Nokia. Nokia, there was a time when people start to make smartphones, touch and this and that. Somebody reach out to them, and then there was this discussion of them moving to touch and other things. But these people, they so believe in the phones at the time when they make at the time that they not be see and say it will be viable. For if somebody will just hold phone or they touch and so they not be believing that. So I don't know if it's happen. Other companies can begin pushing to that part. Then go digital. People can begin count innovative ideas and technological ideas then for ensure so they're able to proceed. At the end of the day, these people succeed by the time when then they take up that idea they now. By the time when they take the step now for get involved in that, people are ahead of them. Maybe far ahead of them now in the process then. So at the end of the day, then they end up currently they struggle. We compare them to the likes of Samsung, the likes of iPhone, Apple, and others, because digitally they fall back, and that is the challenge many people, businesses they get out there. So when they tell young people, technology, digitally, people, these are things we need for embrace. Imagine when we look at Truth Media. I know about Truth Media from Facebook. Going to Facebook, seeing the likes of Laman and other people coming online and talking. Before I begin to say yes, there is a particular thing we do, and then these people they pass on information. I don't know what last are listening radio. I don't know what last physically something I say somebody they buy radio stuff. It's very difficult, sir. You get information from your phone. Before, the time they will small they grab up, you will see with daddy they will uncle and go call you around the table, they will come BBC and all that for you can't see them for listening. But now I can just take my smartphone and then go whatever information I want to forget. I can get them and I can as well pass on information to whoever I want to pass on to. So this is skill very important, and I advise young people out there, let them invest in digital knowledge. Let them invest in getting technological knowledge. You get a lot with the yield for entrepreneurs, for business people, and for professionals.
So what's in your submission, Mr. Kai? Then we'll be talk just now on Mr. Celestine, I better talk just now, and now we'll get from Kai. What's in your submission? What's in your opinion on digital tools that we young people use for for airplane business in this day and age where we do so now?
All right. I think Mr. my brother here, he has said a lot, and there are things he mentioned. We actually we all need as young entrepreneurs or business people for able contingent on them, for ensure say we able to thrive in this very complex business environment. So the one thing I go always say, now AI skill, yeah. The way the world is going now, the world is a lot of things are fading out because of the emergence of AI. So if you as a business person, you are coming into business landscape or this a little space, it means you need to conversate yourself with effective uses of AI, how to prompt it. That's one of the key things again we all need to understand. Today, you can pay somebody for developer, graphic designers, all of those things. Now AI, they take the space now. You can see them now, you prompt them, you just get a description how you want to follow the flyer day. AI can develop them for you. Like somebody asked me a few days ago and say, Icona would see all over the place. What you now main logic or strategy. And I tell them say we don't get any kind of superficial strategy. And that's the basic one what they use each and every day. Just like we contingent owner, we believe in human resource. We believe say people come first in anything where we do. And we believe say better services that we go for provider for civilian people. Because all that we do in business, customer service comes first. But Salon is a nation where we do. People don't even respect their customers. That's one of the most difficult things we face now today. You go to agencies or in a government institution themselves, they don't even respect your unions them. Whether they come for help or put money in their pockets. So go to them shops them and see how people do behave. Like at this kind of so much of reckless behavior people can do to customers. Yeah. So I go now and I see some kind of outstanding customer service again at Truth Media. When I enter, the way they get myself greet me. You understand? I felt good about that. Me, when I a marketing person, I understand what it means. And when a business person, I know what it means. But let somebody greet you in that manner. You understand? So, if I am to advise, I believe say AI skill, it is the main thing in this century where each and everybody from contingent on, yeah, and also customer service to every business person. If it be a core value. If you see Icona, we are all over the place. We believe in customer service. So that makes us distinguished and quite unique among our peers.
Mr. Senesi, like, what's that this work to? Is it another HR, and administrative manager? Quick, what's this work to there about?
What's a fintech company? We currently for Sierra Leone, because we currently in many countries across the globe. For Sierra Leone, we currently do with 2 products currently. We do with smartphones, Samsung to be specific, and we as well give out motorbikes to clients out there. We get a very, very flexible payment system. And the only thing is you take with phones and just be consistent in making payment back, and as well as we bikes them. We help a lot of young entrepreneurs out here, a lot of young people. Currently, you go to different Okada packs them. You go badly go to a pack where you never find more than 10 bikes on way now from 1 2 people collect them, and they get a living from there. So, and we don't do this, and we'll continue for doing, and we doors always open for provide service to people out there. So you can go out, you can see many of the flyers, and you can see people, you can get sometimes speakers, they tell you can't take your phone, just walk in. We payment system, them very, very flexible. And we get a very good customer service what we provide to people.
So then they're all in business. So if you don't listen, this is not the Tooth Evening Talk program. We come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 9 p.m. and we broadcast live from the studios na Ilcourt. And this is Tooth FM on 103.9 with me, Navsatola and Kadin. We don't talk about skills the way we need for cultivate, especially with the young one them. You know, for be something sustainable, you know, for thrive in what you do in entrepreneurship and, you know, business. We don't talk about consistency. We don't talk about, you know, how for, you know, be resilient. You know, we don't talk about resilience. We don't talk about for be resilient. We don't even talk about, you know, believing in yourself, believe in what you do first. Then we don't talk about business, what you do. You get for no say, failure. You know, you get to be prone to any kind of way or other, and you get to be prepared for fail. And you get to also, you know, learn for grab from so you don't fall. Business success, not so just about money. I believe say one of the guests they mentioned say we want to do business, not so money, business no more. You put now you aid as a young person. Think about structures, think about, you know, financial knowledge, how you set up your business. You know, and also be disciplined and also learn to manage your time well. It's about skills, mindset, discipline, you know, learning, and don't forget integrity. When you do business, you forget integrity as well. You know, be honest, not to cook and say for sell, in a market or with, you know, put, you know, color in there. No, that's not business. It's something we get to do with integrity and also perseverance. I want to say big thank you to my guests, them where they don't join me, you know, that don't really give something very, very insightful, that don't, you know, create an impact to this particular conversation. And even the ways they are so right now, they feel for start business because of it in a way they don't tell me and wait till I don't learn. And don't forget yourself, you can even use the digital world now, you know, forget certain skills that what you need for, you know, upgrade the business, for up your game. You know, will be just like normal like that person, you know, not be use phone, not be use AI for do stuff for yourself. So I have to say plenty thank you to my producers and Chopele and Kelfala Cabo and to the wonderful technical team, Simon and Sue, Wosi, Joshua, and to the DJs then, DJ Muski and DJ Flex. My name is Nafisatola in Kadin, and this program will come to you on Friday as well, same time. Don't forget to not to the last and tata.